Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome to the Uke Revolution Live. I'm coming to you live from my current sort of temporary, possibly somewhat permanent location in Kampot, Cambodia, which is my friend's guest house. It's called Stay in Kampot. And yeah, I've got this lovely reception area all to myself because they're sort of not open at the moment. I'm the only guest. One of the owners is here upstairs too. But what a nice, cozy little area I have to live stream in. And I think that my live streaming setup is a little more smooth than it's been for the past week. So I've got a couple of live streams here. And then next week I'll be in my own house and back to normal. It looks like the stream's going pretty smoothly. So today is all 50s songs, and we're playing Walkin' After Midnight, Patsy, Cline, and Why Do Fools Fall in Love, Frankie, Lymon. Lemon or Lymon? Does anyone want to correct me on that? Please feel free. I think it's Lymon and the Teenagers. So both of those songs were selected and then voted in by patrons on Patreon. Big shout out to VIP patrons, and many thanks to all of my patrons for supporting these live streams and supporting me building the most gigantic and definitely the coolest ukulele library in the world. If you want to join Patreon and access the library, you can follow this link on the screen, or you can check the caption below for links to Patreon. There's also a link to the index for the library. It's not complete, but you get an idea of how deep and wide and eclectic and various the arrangements in the library are. So we're gonna kind of go over the arrangements of those songs and play them, have a little sing along if you're not a patron. I think especially on what's it called, Why Do Fools Fall in Love, I can give you the main progression that's in that song. And then with the time that we have left, we'll play a couple of other tunes that are already in the library. There's not that many from the 50s in the library, but the ones that are there are pretty choice. So we'll get into a couple of those. Hi, Diane. Okay, let me clear that off the screen. I do not have my poodle skirt on. I don't. That would have been... Even if I had it on, you wouldn't know. Yes, I am wearing a poodle skirt. Actually, I'm not wearing a poodle skirt, but I am wearing flamingo pants. I'm wearing flamingo pants. So we're going to start with Walkin' After Midnight because I think it's a little bit... it's the easier of the two. Walkin' After Midnight, Walkin' After Midnight, Walkin' After Midnight, Patsy, Cline. This was written by Alan W. Block. And can we just take a moment to talk about what a boss, what a vocal legend Miss Patsy Cline was. What a voice. And I kind of forgot until I listened to this song. Hi, Robin. Until I listened to this song while I was making the arrangement. And I was like, damn, Patsy Cline could blow. Okay. So really easy chords. C. Well, okay, let me say familiar simple chords. C, C7, G7, and F7. There's another shape for F7 that has all four strings. It's you might know that one as well. It's the bottom string of the 3rd fret, the A string. You can play it that way if you want, or you can leave that string open. Throughout this song, if you see a C7, an F7, or a G7, and you want to just play C, G, or F, go right ahead. That's a little choice that you could use to make a variation. It'll sound a little bit less bluesy without the 7. And so part A, we've got, wait a second, strum suggestions. Divided beat strums. This song's rhythm is a divided beat. So we're counting at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So 4 beats, and then we divide them in half. That's the 1 and. That's what the divided beat strum means. So you can use island strum. This is the most well-known. This is the most well-known divided beat strum. Down, down, up, down, up. Or we've got this one that I call like the strolling horse strum. It sounds very like country western. This is down, up, chunk, up, down, chunk, up, down, chunk, up, down, chunk, up. And that strum does sound a little bit like a stroll. And the name of the song is Walkin' After Midnight. So we're strolling. We're strolling, and internet's acting up a little bit, but I still think that it's better than when I was on the hotspot. Yeah, I'm probably sharing a connection with somebody else right now. Hi, Leo. Hi, Brad. Okay, so I'm just going to I'll try to use the strolling horse strum. Part A, we've got C for 4, C7 for 4, F7 for 8, C for 4, F7 for 2, G7 for 2, C for 4, and then G7 for 4. That's a little turnaround chord to take you to the next part. So on the third part, A, we're playing a C there instead of G7. In the third part A, the third part A goes into like an interlude instead of a part A or part B, so they just do the ending differently. You don't need the turnaround. Okay, so I'm gonna play through part A, naming the chords, and then I'll play it for you like one verse with a demo, like as a demo with the lyrics. That's what I meant to say. Hi MC, what's up? You got your pin curls in. And pin curls in and a nice little scarf on top to keep them in place while you sleep, right? Okay, so this is part A, and I'm gonna do this down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up. I'm gonna try it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, C7, F7, F7, C, F7, G7, C, G7. I'm going to do it again because I'm trying to get used to this strum. F7, C, F7, G7, C. Okay, with some words. I go walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. And then carry on. So, I think this strum is like, I'm not as used to it, and it's not as natural for me as like the island strum. And even in the demo, like immediately I was dropping some ups, but it really doesn't matter. This is what I preach until I'm out of breath, and my last words on my dying bed will be, the pattern doesn't matter, the rhythm matters. If you keep the rhythm solid, nobody cares if you're doing down or up, really. They really don't actually care as long as you keep the rhythm. So if you were watching me doing that and you're going, wait a minute, isn't there supposed to be an up there? Yeah, probably. I probably did drop some of the ups. Because we're so used to doing that island strum and it's just down and there's no up right after it for the first beat of the pattern. Yes. So I did not exactly do the pattern sometimes, but keep the rhythm, and then it doesn't matter. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say about that? I can't remember. I feel like there was something I was gonna say. Oh, that strum pattern though, it's really like, it's the same thing repeated, that down, up, chunk up. You get 2 little rounds of the down, up, chunk up for each bar. So it does make the changes that happen faster, like the F7 and the G7 that are together and they're only 2 beats, it makes that a little bit easier because you're doing 1 round. You're doing that little segment, down, up, chunk up for each chord for those verses, for those bars that have like a faster change. The intro, let me remind myself about this intro so I can show you too. The intro, C, F7, C, okay. So the rhythm looks more complicated. I think it's easier to kind of feel it than to try to count it out. But this rhythm for the intro and the last bar is, I'll play the whole thing. C, F7, C, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and C, dun, dun, C, 7, G7, C, 7, G7, I go walking. So kind of a little syncopated like pickup to the part A with those last 2 chords in the intro. What else? Okay, part B. Oh, and y'all hit the like button if you get a chance, please. If you have a moment apart from strumming. I feel like my microphone is shrinking down on me or something. Let me see if I could get it up a little more. I feel like it's drooping. Okay. Part B. Yeah, both of these songs today have a part A and a part B in the sense that like there's not really a verse and a chorus because a chorus implies like you're repeating the same lyrics, but also seems like the foundation of the song. And the foundation of the song for Walkin' After Midnight is more like part A because that's the title line. I go walking after midnight, but the lyrics are a bit different each time, I think. So it's not really a chorus. Anyway, I named it part A and part B because it doesn't really feel like there's a chorus to this song. Okay. Useless facts about how I notate things. Part B. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got F7, F7, C, C, F7, F7, C, G7. And that is I Stopped to See a Weeping Willow. So I'll give you a little demo with the lyrics. I stopped to see the weeping willow, crying on his pillow. Baby, he's a crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking. And then you're going right into the next part B. So let me see if there's any other funny little spots. We did the funny little intro, and then after the third part A on the end of page 2, then we go to an interlude, this short little interlude before part B. So this is at the top of the last page. And it's just like, what is it just like? It's just like the end of part A. So you've just played part A, and now you're playing like the last line of part A again, essentially, It's pretty much the same chord progression. And that will go like this. The interlude, down, up, chunk, up, C, F7, G7, C, C7. See how we've been below. So those lyrics for part B, I stop to, are going to come on the C7 right after you play the C7. So, what was I going to say? Thank you, MC. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I used to do, the first band I ever sang with was a folk band, and we used to do Patsy, Cline, but it was crazy. We used to do Crazy. It was a good one, too. I was surprised nobody suggested that when I saw Walkin' After Midnight. I was like, ooh, I can't believe someone didn't say Crazy. But that might have been later, right? Didn't Willie Nelson write that song? Okay. Back on track. The end of part A, the end of the song, this last line, we've got somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. G, C. So it's that same kind of like syncopated sort of rhythm that we have in the intro. And it's a really familiar kind of rhythm cadence for intros and for the end of songs, especially in, I think, this decade of music. This like bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and down, down, down. It's like a little giddy up before you start, or it's a little giddy up for ending the song. Somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. F, G, C. Cool. Let's play the whole thing. Hey, welcome if you're just coming in. Welcome. We are having a look at Walkin' After Midnight, Patsy, Cline. And if you hear any background noise that sounds musical, you are correct. The neighbors are doing karaoke, as is often the case here in Cambodia. There is almost always somebody doing karaoke. Not one of the wealthiest countries in the world, but they will put aside some money for a karaoke machine. And it will be like the mini mart next door. They will just wheel out the speaker and start doing karaoke in the middle of the day. Okay, let's play Walkin' After Midnight from the top. And I just moved. I have a weird shadow on my face, so I just moved my iPad over. Okay, here we go. Down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up, down, up, chunk, up. A 1, 2 on the intro. Let's go. C. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stop to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's a crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking So the interlude, C, F7, G7, C, C7. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Baby, he's a crying for me. There's this gas and gloomy. The night winds whisper to me. I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me. Yay! Cha cha cha. Cool. I'm gonna give myself a high five because I upheld the strolling horse strum the whole time. I think if I was doing island strum, it would be so like second nature that it would make the singing some of those melody lines that are difficult a little easier, but it's good to like switch it up and try something different, right? Instead of resting on ye old island strum. Cool. Okay, so that's Walkin' After Midnight, and now we're gonna get into Why Do Fools Fall in Love? So these two, on the poll, these two were like runaway winners, which was cool, because you often, well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it. Often it'll be like fairly close, but there's two that get more votes than anything else. But this was really like, these two songs got like twice as many votes as anything else on the in the options. Okay, so this song, Why Do Fools Fall in Love? P.S. This kid sings high. This is a hard song to sing. Again, another solid, legendary vocal. The vocal on this is so good for the original version. I know there's a lot of covers of this. I'm not that familiar with any of them, so I just stuck to this one. And we've got this repeating chord progression. Oops. I'm going to type it in. Here's the like freebie of the day. If you're not a patron, I'll always like kind of call out some of the chords. So, if you really want to learn an arrangement and you're not a patron, you can just keep your little paper and pencil handy. And I usually call out some chords when we're going over it. But this is like the progression that this song is kind of built around, and it moves really quickly. So we're going to take it like pretty slow because it's this like nonstop just loop of this chord progression for a lot of this song, and a lot of singing and lyrics going on. And we can use a divided beat strum again, but because we're often changing chords every 2 beats, I wrote this one that's kind of like the island strum, but it's really just like the beginning half of it. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, chunk up, down, chunk up, down, chunk up, down, chunk up. And on the end of that, the one that I've notated, and I did a weird little formatting thing there. That 1, 2, 3, 4 should be on top of the down, 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 down strum pattern. So at the end of this one, you can do like the end of the island strum, up, up, down, up, down, up for the last chord if you want to, or you can just always do this down, down, up, down, down, up, down, chunk 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 up. If you put in the end of the island strum pattern, so the C7 in this pattern will get the end of that strum pattern, the up, up, down, up. It will sound like this. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, outside. Did y'all hear that? I'm facing out to the street. I'm very close to the traffic right now. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Chord changing tips. The F, you've already kind of got half of the D minor 7 hooked up. So that one's pretty easy, but this G minor 7, I actually play the 2 strings on the first fret with 1 finger. So you've got like your pointer finger around here on the E string already for the F and the D minor 7, and then you're just kind of flattening your finger and using your middle finger for the other string for G minor 7. And then you just have to kind of lean your pointer finger back for the C7. And these chords happen so fast, the song is so fast that like, just try to keep and in general, just try to keep your chord hand squeeze like fairly relaxed. It doesn't have to be that hard. It doesn't have to be that intense of a squeeze for like a chord to ring out and you can hear what it is. If you have to press down a lot, then you might need to get a luthier or whatever you call them to look at the action on your strings so your strings aren't too high up. But you really shouldn't have to press down that hard. And yeah, especially because it moves fast. Keep it light on your toes, tippy toes. Okay, so we've got this repeating progression. If you want to just do down, 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 so that you can go faster, that's the other strum pattern that's noted here. It's just a down strum, nothing fancy. Okay, and then we have these 2 bridge things that are a little bit more complicated. Well, they just stray from that pattern. So in the bridge, we've got B flat for 8, F for 8 as well, and then we go back to B flat, G7, G7, C7. So those G7s are notated that way, like the same chord written twice in the same bar, because we're doing a stop for those. If you look at the lyrics for that bridge, it's on the 2nd page. Love is a losing game. Love can be a shame. I know of a fool you see. For that fool is me. Tell me why. It's so hard to sing this song. So we're doing a little stop on those G7s. For that fool is me. Just a little down, down, down on the G7s. The C7, you can go back to the island strum. I'm having technical issues with the fan down here. Okay, in that bridge, I should have notated a little ×3 here. So in that bridge, it looks like a big mess in the lyric part on the tell me why. But it's just that same chord progression, the F, D minor, G minor, 7, C7 thing, repeating. It repeats 3 times. And then on the last tell me why of the bridge, some different chords. So that part of the bridge, I'll play it for you. Tell me why. Tell me why. F. Ooh, I forgot to call how many times I was doing it. Let me try it again. So we're going to do that little chord progression 3 times. And then we've got this F, B flat, F, C7. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, D, G, C. F, D, G, C. Tell me why, G, C. Tell me why, B flat, F, C7. to the regular pattern. So we do kind of the same thing for the bridge at the end of the song and the outro. It's the same kind of chord thing at the end of the bridge before we play the outro. Those chords are a little bit different. So we've got the whole, tell me why, and then another time, F, D, G, C, tell me why, 2, 3, 4, B flat, F. What do fools fall in love? Just kind of pointing out some like little weird things that are happening. Because a lot of this, you'll get in the groove with that like chord progression, and then something else shows up all of a sudden and takes the train. Like, whoa, where did that come from? I was just getting used to this thing. So, we're gonna try it. How about this? I will play, I'm gonna play part A one time so you can hear it. We'll do it pretty slow. A part A and then a bridge. Okay, yeah, there's a couple of little formatting things I have to go fix. Because I was doing part A and part B on this, and then I decided to just go ahead and make it verse and bridge. But I forgot to change the part A's that I already had in the lyrics section to verse. So if it says part A, we're talking about the verse. Yeah, and then the bridge is marked right. So I'm going to play slowly the first part A, the first verse, and the bridge. Okay. And I'm kind of marking it because this is so hard to sing. It's so high. It's so high and fast. I've noticed, like, I do this marking sometimes on live streams, and I've now noticed that when I go to play live, like I've been playing at a lot of open mics and jams and stuff, that I'll start doing that on stage, and I'm like, okay, I really shouldn't be doing like fake voice right now. I'm like, just like messing around. I'm like, okay, this kind of works on live streams when you're just explaining stuff, but you can't do it live, Brooke. You have to actually sing right now. Okay, really slow, part A, verse. One, 2, 3, 4. Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers wait to break the day. Why do they fall in love? I'm turning the page. Why does the rain fall from up above? Why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love? B flat F. Love is a losing game. Love can be a shame. I know I'm a fool, you see. For that fool is me. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. B flat, F, C7. Audio issues. Audio issues, what happened? Can you not hear me? Please report back. Please report back. The video frames dropped way below. Wait, let me unmute myself on here and hear it. It seems okay on my end. Yeah, it seems okay on my end. Yes. So this voice, tell me why. Like I will start doing that in the middle of like a jam, and I'm like, wait, you have to sing. You can't fake it right now, Brooke. You have to stop singing like a cartoon and actually sing the song. Okay, it was a little skip. Ooh, I wonder what happened. Okay, glad it's back on. Glad it's back on track. Let's see. So we're gonna play the whole thing, and I'm gonna pick it up a little bit. I want to take it a little bit faster, but I'm not gonna go like the crazy original tempo because it's pretty tricky if it's like the first time you're doing this chord progression or whatnot. So do the slow again. MC has requested for the slow again. I will totally do it again. I wonder what happened though. I'm so curious. Check. I'm sitting on this chord. It's one thing. Wait a second. Okay. The plug that's plugging in the mixer is a little loosey-goosey, so it could be, maybe it actually unplugged for a second. Or we had a brownout, I don't know. Life in a developing country. Okay. I will do the slow again. I will. Those are the same lyrics. It's the same lyrics 2 times pretty much. So yeah, I'll just do the part A again. The verse 1 again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, now I started kind of playing the intro. So we'll do the intro too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers awake till the break of day. Why do they fall in love? I saw that. Something just happened. Wait. I'm gonna do it again. Okay, part A. 1. I have no idea what's happening. Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers await the break of day. Why do they fall in love? Why does the rain fall from up above? Why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love? B flat F. Love is a losing game. Love can be a shame. I know a vote for you, see. For that fool is me. Tell me why. Thank you, Tiger Dragon Girl. Tell me why. Okay. We're gonna do this. A little quicker. And it's gonna be, yay, my fans are working again. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. That's what I wanted to say. Dang it. Okay. Making it work. The video is a lot better, right? We've almost got like the perfect stream situation going on. Okay. From the top, we're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, F, D minor 7, G minor 7, C7. Why do fools fall in love? Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers await the break of day. Why do they fall in love? Why does the rain fall from up above? Why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love? Love is a losing game. Love can be a shame. I know of the fool you see. For that foolishly tell me why. Tell me why. Tell me why. Interlude. Okay, so we're not going to do 8 of these, I don't think. That's 2. Let's see. Maybe. Yeah, we can do that many. I'll have a little trumpet solo. Here's 5. Part A. Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers await the break of day. Why do they fall in love? Why does the rain fall from up above? Why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love? What's happening next? Why does my heart... Wait. Why does my heart skip a crazy beat? For I know it will reach to feet. Tell me why. Tell me why. Fall in love. Why do fools fall in love? 1, 2, 3. Hey, we made it to the end. Good idea, Diane. You could mash that up with her. It is that same kind of progression, isn't it? So I got a little tripped up. Okay, full disclosure, I am not super knowledgeable of this melody line. Yeah, it was definitely, then you were probably like, that's an interesting creative choice she's making with the melody. Yeah, it was winging it, definitely winging it a little bit and trying just to get the lyrics in the right place, even if they weren't the right melody, because this is really a new one for me. Like, other than hearing it. Ooh, I have a little hiccup. I wonder what happened. Waiting for it to come back. Still kind of messed up. Let's skip the... Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I think it's back to normal now. Okay. MC said if I skip the D minor 7, I can keep up. So if you want to skip, if you want to play D minor instead, if that makes it easier, do that. You could also just play, okay, why does... I'm watching the streaming software and I'm watching the video, and the video is like buffering a lot, but the streaming software says like everything's fine. I can't win. I can't win lately. I don't know what's up. Yes, if you wanted to leave out anything, you could leave out the in-between chords. So just play the F and the G minor 7. If you want to like leave out something to make it a little bit simpler to keep up with this. Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers await the break So it's just F alternating between F and G minor 7 and leave out the D minor 7 and the C 7. I have not heard the Beach Boys version that I know of. It's there's a good chance I've heard it in the past before. Yeah. I don't know what's happening with my connection. Yeah, I don't know. It's really, dang it. We were doing such a good job. What was I going to say? That's all I was going to say. Okay, I think I want to play a couple of other 50s songs from the library. But I think I'm going to play the last bit of this, because that's where I had some trouble. I forgot that in the bridge, this B flat and F is like for longer than you think it's going to be often. So I'm going to play the last part A that's on the bottom of page 2 to the end of the song. And it's going to be the turbo version. We're going up to speed now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do birds sing so gay? Lovers wake the break of day. Why do they fall in love? Why does the rain fall from above? Why do fools fall in love? Why do they fall in love? Why does my heart skip crazy before I know it will reach the feet? Tell me why. Tell me why. Why do fools fall in love? Why? Yay! It's really fun to play that one once you get used to that. Once you get used to that chord progression, and you can just hammer it out. It's a fun one. Okay. So what's left? What else is in the 50s thing? I think You Send Me is there, and I really like that song. I'm gonna play You Send Me, I think. You send me. I know you. I got time for maybe 2 more. So we're gonna do You Send Me, and then we'll see. Then we'll see what's over there. Yeah. Okay, You Send Me. This is pretty straightforward. Oh, there's a mosquito trying to get me. Oh. I think I might have gotten it. Okay. You Send Me, Sam Cooke. The only thing that's kind of tricky is in the bridge, this bar with G, F7, and E7. Don't let it take you by surprise. That line is A minor, G7, G, F7, E7, A minor 7. And this strum pattern that's notated here is down, up, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, up, chunk, down, up, chunk, which is a lot like the one we did on Patsy Cline, except we added an up after the chunk. So that's also an option for you. You can also do that. You can also play down, down, up, down, up. Yeah? Divided beat strums. Or a simple down strum as it says. Okay, let's do this. 1, 2, 3 on the intro. G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7. Darling, you send me. I know you send me. Darling, you send me. Honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. Oh, you thrill me. I know you thrill me. Darling, you thrill me. Honest you do. At first I thought it was infatuation, but ooh, it's lasted so long. Now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home. Whoa, you send me. I know you send me. Darling, you send me. Honest you do. Well, whenever I'm with you, I know, when I'm honest you do, honest you do, honest you do. I know. Something like that. I know. When you hold me, whenever you kiss me, honest you do. At first I thought it was infatuation, but who was lasted so long? And now I find myself wanting to marry you and take you home. I know you send me. I know you send me. Oh, you send me. Honest you do. Suggested E minor 7 bar the 7th fret. Yes, if you use this E minor 7, it sounds almost exactly like the way the original recording ends. It's very nice. C, G, bling. Yay, love it. Okay. The other one I wanted to play, I think maybe Great Balls of Far. Great Balls of Far. I'm having a look at my stream. Let's see. What else is in the 50s folder? Opening it up. Yeah, let's do a little, yeah, we'll do a little Great Balls of Fire. So this is kind of a, Is that one on here? It'd be easier for me to open it here. Great. Yes, it is. Ta-da! This is one of the freebies over on Gumroad. If you're not a member on Patreon yet, you can get one of the freebie sample things is Great Balls of Fire, this arrangement. And it's one of the only free things because when I made the lesson, there's a lesson and play along for it on YouTube. I said in the video, you can go get the free download on Gumroad. So most things on Gumroad have a little suggested donation amount. And this one I'm like, well, I kind of said it in the video. I can't really take it back, so it's always free, this one. Yeah, this will be the last one. So what I wanted to say was, you can take this verse A. This verse A is like a 12-bar blues. No, it's not. It's like an 8-bar blues. There's only 8 bars. There's only 8 bars. It's like an 8-bar blues. And you can use this to play a lot of things from the 50s, which is kind of like why I wanted to pull this one up and mention it. This is also... Well, it's not the best example. I wanted it to fit with Tutti Frutti, but it doesn't. If you're interested, though, in this kind of... I think why there's not a lot of 50 songs in the library is because they often use the same chord structure, which is a 12-bar blues or an 8-bar blues. This one's kind of like an 8 because the verse always has 8 bars, and it's this really common chord progression. If it were 12, then it would fit a lot of like Elvis songs, and it would fit like Little Richard and like Chubby Checker and this kind of stuff, that it's like this same chord progression often in a lot of 50 songs. And there is a lesson on the channel that's, I think it's called like 1950s rock and roll, something like that. And it's like you can learn that 12-bar progression, 12-bar blues progression, and then there's a list of songs that it works for. Yeah, if you want to play more of this kind of stuff. So this has some like kind of little weird tricky things happening because there's this lead in, B flat, B, C. So you can imagine you're doing it on a piano. Bump, 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 shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. So it's fast, those three. Down, down, down. Move it up. And you're just using the same chord shape on the first fret, the second fret, and the third fret. B flat and B, we're familiar with this shape for those chords, but you can also play C with that shape on the third fret. And then in this first verse, I've got this little strum trick that you can do for the chords that are in italics. Up, down, up, down. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Up, down, up, down. So that little up, down, up comes for the first chord, and the second chord gets the down. So in this first case, it's a C and an F. Up, down, C, D. Up, down, down. And I'm actually doing a chunk. Up, chunk, up. Up, chunk, up, down. Up, chunk, up, down. And you can do that for all of these like little pairs and italics that are on verse A. Too much love drives a man insane. F, G, broke my will. G, F, oh what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Let's see. Anything else? After that, we're doing like a very chunky island strum. Very fast, chunky island strum. Other little notes on here, you can use C7 or F7 instead of C or F. Kind of the same like we did with Walkin' After Midnight. Yeah, it's either going to sound more or less bluesy. It's up to you. I personally don't really like the F7 shape. I'm not a big fan of F7 on the ukulele. So, but you can throw it in if you want. Okay, I'm going to play this, and they're going to call it a night. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Here comes that B flat thing. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Much love drives a man insane. You broke my will. Oh, what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Laugh at love 'cause I thought it was funny. You came along and boom, my honey. I changed my mind. This love is fine. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Ooh, feels good. Hold me, baby. Lost love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. Chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Ooh, feels good. Hold me, baby. Well, I still love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. Got to tell this world that you're mine. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Ooh, surprise ending. Fire. Yes, if you want to do, cha-cha-cha. Yay. If you want to do a little saucy bluesy ending, I'm doing B flat 7, C7. Little walk down. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Ow. Yes. Awesome. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in and hanging out and having patience with the uke revolution as it revolves around the world or whatever. I'm moving into a new house on Wednesday, which is when the next live stream is. So I'm like, if I play my cards right, I could live stream from there on Wednesday. We'll see how it goes. I might get the key on Tuesday. We'll see. But then hopefully it will be like, all of the technical problems will be solved because I'll be on my own network, not sharing with anybody. Hopefully no more hiccups in the, hopefully no more hiccups with the streaming. And I'm moving, I'm going to have a place in town. The house is out in the countryside a little bit, and it's like in the middle of a field. It's going to be so quiet, I think. Fingers crossed. I'll give you all a little tour on Instagram once I get moved over there. Yes. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thanks, Diane. Thanks, Robin. Thanks, y'all, for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Have a great weekend. Happy strumming. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you so much. See you later. Bye.